Hey y'all, I'm Elizabeth. After taking the Leadership Skills Questionnaire, my results showed that I scored the highest in interpersonal skills, which I definitely reflects who I am as a nurse and a person. One of my favorite parts of being a nurse is developing the interpersonal relationships, both with my coworkers and with my patients. I think that this helps to create a level of trust that is beneficial in providing quality care. I also scored pretty high on conceptual skills. I like to think critically about what's going on and come up with creative solutions to any problems that I face. I think that these two skills are important to have as a manager because you must be able to effectively communicate with your staff and guide them towards a common goal. As a manager, you'll often face difficult problems that need to be approached with innovative thinking that can help you solve a problem and in a manner that both benefits you and your staff. As mentioned in Gohar Murray and Langham, I think one of the skills that I excel at as a leader is coordination. On my unit, we perform a lot of dressing changes and procedures, and that requires a lot of coordination with other healthcare members and a lot of teamwork to ensure positive outcomes for our patients. Having good coordination skills and as a manager can help you to achieve unit goals by making sure that everyone is kind of on the same page. The article that I found this week goes along with having strong coordination skills. So the article I found is called Implementation of a Transdisciplinary Team for the Transition Support of Medically and Socially Complex Youth, which is a crazy long title. But it examined the positive effects of using multidisciplinary teams, such as with doctors, nurses, and case managers, to help transition kids from the pediatric world to the adult world. So I thought this article was particularly interesting because I actually get to see a lot of this in my work, and I see the positive outcomes of both, or the outcomes of both positive and negative communication and collaboration skills when these patients do transition from peds to adults. So I know there's a lot to consider as a manager, but I think one of the important focuses that you need to have is just to keep the bigger picture in mind and to consider how the patient will be impacted by your various actions. After I Googled and examined my employer's organizational structure, I found that we use a vertical or pyramid structure. I think that this works best for big hospital systems like UNC because it helps better to organize and divide responsibilities appropriately. Understanding how an organization is structured can help you to know who to report to and how to effectively promote and advocate for you and your unit's needs. But I can see how it could be frustrating, however, if you're trying to get something accomplished and you have to continuously go up the ladder one rung at a time. But on the other hand, I can see how it benefits those at the top from dealing with these types of situations when somebody below them can manage and handle them just the same. With that being said, though, I do prefer a vertical organizational structure as opposed to the horizontal structure because I feel like it gives people a more defined role, and I feel like it sets expectations for responsibilities, and I personally just like a more structured control of things when it involves my work. All right, that's it. Thanks, y'all. Have a good week.